Hello, Unbreakable Souls. It is Friday, December 13th, and I'm going to do a reading. I did get a message this morning before I start the reading. The word is confirmation. Someone is maybe watching watching specifically. I'm hearing these videos, maybe not, just watching and receiving signs from God, Holy Spirit, and they feel like it's resonating with them, but they're praying to God, asking God for a confirmation that what they're hearing and what they feel is from Him, is from your ancestors, is from Holy Spirit, is from a higher power. And I was told to tell you that this is your confirmation. Also, when you're asking about this and trying to confirm, you're more so asking in doubt. God says not to ask in doubt, but to ask for confirmation. Don't say, for instance, some of y'all might be like, maybe you guys are trying to start something, or maybe there's something you're maybe unsure that you're doing it correctly, or that you're hearing it correctly, or that you're understanding it correctly. And when you're asking that, it's coming from a place of doubt. Like, is this real? Or is this really what it is? God says don't ask like that. Ask with confirmation, just to confirm, God, this is what you're trying to tell me. Just to confirm, Holy Spirit, this is the sign that you're trying to give me, correct? That's what they're telling you to, that's how they're telling you to come at it when you question things, when you're questioning. Again, we talked about this, you're going to be getting some of y'all are going through an awakening, and some things are feeling different, and you're getting signs and stuff that you've never gotten before, and you're doubting. God says stop coming from a place of doubt. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to question things. It's okay, because this is new. It's okay to do that. But when you're asking that, and when you're trying to figure out what's real and what's fake, God says to ask from a place of confirmation, just to be correct, just to understand, just to confirm, versus, is this real? Or am I going crazy? Or, are these messages for me? Just to confirm, God, this message I just said, it felt like it resonated, just to confirm this was for me, correct? And He will give you a sign. I feel like somebody has been asking that lately, and he told me to give y'all your confirmation. This is your confirmation, and told me to tell y'all to ask for confirmation and not ask from a place of doubt. So I'm gonna start the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. If you are new here, welcome to the Unbreakable Souls channel. Just to kind of give you a brief synopsis of kind of what I do. I do provide messages through card readings. Sometimes I'll get messages through meditation, journaling, things like that. But the purpose of my message is to provide wisdom, guidance, light, peace, love. It's the messages are sometimes good to hear, sometimes they're hard to hear. Sometimes they'll make you feel good, sometimes they'll really make you dig deep within yourself, and kind of it'll bring out the shadows of what you need to work on. Sometimes, some of the things I say may resonate, and it may be something you don't want to be true, which is probably why you're asking for. You may ask for, if you're new here, you may ask, God, is this for real? I feel like some of this is resonating. Just ask for confirmation, and He will give it to you. If you are returning, y'all know what it is. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for returning and going on this journey to become and remaining unbreakable, not allowing life's adversities, and really wanting to do the work, right? Really wanting to do the inner work, and being willing to feel uncomfortable in the messages that come through, and also Really being honest with yourself. Sometimes these messages are not, you know, are not what people want to admit about themselves. And God is telling me that's the message. Those are the messages I'm supposed to be relaying. I don't know what this reading will be about, but I do ask for protection from the ancestors closest to the sun. Just protect me as I provide the message to the collective, protect myself, protect the collective, block any negative energy, negative spirits, evil energy, evil spirits, evil eyes, spell work. I return all of that to sender so strong that they don't even think about testing us or trying us again, okay? Love, peace, wisdom, guidance is all I accept. Love, peace, wisdom, guidance is all I accept. Love, peace, wisdom, light, guidance is all I accept here. Anything else I do not accept. Thank you. Let's start. Let's start, y'all. All right. I'm gonna start with the some oracle, and then we'll go from there. We'll start with tarot, but again, I don't know what this reading is gonna be about. And if you're new here, and you watch a number of readers, you'll notice that my process is kind of like, and I explained this in one of my other videos, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together. And I do start from the first piece, and I try to put things together as I go. So some of it may sound a little, oh my gosh, some of it may sound a little, that was crazy. It may sound a little everywhere at some point, but eventually it will come together. Hold on, y'all. Let me pick up these cards. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. That was insane. So let me get back to shuffling. That just tells me that Spirit and God this is going to be a message today. This is going to be, it's going to be a lot of things that need to be said. Hold on. Sorry, there are a few more on the floor. That was like crazy. That just tells me, okay, this is definitely a message that needs to get out there. So let's start here. All right, Spirit. Period. Period. How many do you want me to bring on? So I've got Pluto, endings and regeneration. I've got Neptune, magic, imagination, and illusion. The Sun, your soul's purpose. Soul ascension, coagulation. And Black Moon, Lilith in Capricorn, elevated status. All right, then, let's see what these mean. Let's see what this is here. Give me a second. Let's start with Pluto, endings and regeneration. So just kind of looking at this, just before I even read anything out of this book, before I even get to this reading, what this is telling me is that someone is going through an elevation. Someone is going through an ascension, right? So there's some endings and regenerations going on with them. Maybe they ended an old life and started a new one. And that new path that they went down was spiritual. Magic, imagination, and illusion. So spiritual, so out of this world that they might doubt what they are feeling, doubt the messages that are coming in, doubt the gifts. Maybe they've got spiritual gifts, and maybe some things are happening. They're just like, dang, is this real? Like, am I going crazy? It kind of goes into the message that I said right before I pulled out these oracle cards. And then God is saying, yeah, I mean, this is towards your life's purpose. I'm hearing, don't doubt me, be about me, right? So yeah, there was a regeneration, a new start here. With that came some things that kind of made you question what was coming in, but really whatever that is, whatever these new gifts are, whatever that is, that is your soul's purpose. You are ascending, the ascension, soul ascension, elevated status. Someone is elevating significantly here, and I think that it's scaring them, and I think that that's what's making them question. God says this is your confirmation. It takes a lot to be willing to do the work, do the inner work, and really accept who you are. Really accept who you are. Sorry, my dog is chewing on something. I thought it was another card down there. Really accept who you are, and really it just takes a lot. It's scary. It can be very scary, and it can make you, because it's so different. It feels like you're getting so many synchronizations and things like that, signs and synchronizations, that it kind of does feel like magic, right? It does feel like you may even feel like, shoot, is this witchery? Like, is this real mad? No, this is like this is whatever you're doing. This is your soul's purpose. You are ascending, and you're at elevate. If you're not there yet, you're ascending into elevated status. Endings and regenerations. Misalignment can manifest physically as that uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Pluto can sense this and likes to break everything down and remove what no longer serves you. It teaches us that beginnings and endings are intrinsically tied together. It is the natural cycle of life. Hidden wealth, inheritances, and debts are also a part of Pluto, indicating change in that area of life. Allow this transformative wave to pass over you. It will wash away the shadows that have held you back from activating your light. In ancient Greco-Roman mythology, Pluto was the lord of the underworld and hidden wealth, also known as Hades in Greece. He presided over Earth's lower realms and the rich gems, minerals, and metals found in the ground. Pluto is the planetary ruler of the fixed water sign of Scorpio. Scorpio rules alchemy, sex, death, rebirth, psychology, the occult, secrets, and transformation. While it's a malefic planet and can be difficult, there is much to gain when Pluto is integrated, as it can unlock your soul's hidden riches. Pluto is a generational planet in astrology, so each age group has the same Pluto sign. While Pluto can create chaos, it also brings to light what we swept under the rug to be healed. Understanding Pluto in your own life is tremendous. It's tremendous shadow work, and integrating yours can lead to personal empowerment and evolution. The following, they have the list of the signs and stuff if you're in Pluto. I don't really get deep into zodiacs and stuff like that. I'm more so providing readings for the collective. But yeah, it says everything must come to an end. Wipe the slate clean and make space for the new. Endings and regeneration. Then it gets into Neptune. It goes from Pluto to Neptune, the sun, then coagulation, then the moon. Neptune, magic, imagination, and illusion. So this first one is, you got to let everything go. You got to let your old life go and start and become your old you and become the new you. Going into Neptune. You are a master magician. When the Neptune card shows up in the oracle reading, the universe wants to remind you of your natural superpower. Take time to dive into your spiritual alchemy and manifestation practice. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your creative vision to embody? Paint it, write it, act it out, make a vision board in any way. Set intentions for your reality. When we work with our imagination and treat fantasy as reality, the universe can pick up exactly what we want and create synchronicities to make it happen. So like I said, some of you guys are going through this. Some of you guys have made a decision to get more spiritual. Maybe made a decision to change your life and become a different person. going more towards following what you feel your life purpose is. So you are seeing signs and synchronicities, and I think that it's making you feel like you're crazy. It's making you feel like you're doubting what's happening. Like I don't think you're doubting. Like, you see it so much so that you know it's real, but it's like you're asking God, like, what is this? Am I tripping? Am I going crazy? He says, don't ask out of a root of doubt. Ask for confirmation. Okay, God, you've shown me this synchronicity. You showed me this sign just to be correct. This is what you were trying to tell me, correct? That's how you're supposed to come at him. Neptune cosmically thins the veil between the natural and spiritual worlds so you can channel your visions into reality through your imagination. In astrology, Neptune is the planet of illusion, dreams, the spiritual unknown, psychic ability, creativity, deceit, and seclusion. As Neptune moves through the sky, the connection with the other planets creates fantasy, bends reality, and can cause what was once deemed solid in our lives to dissolve. Neptune in Roman mythology, Poseidon in ancient Greece, was the god of the sea, complete with his powers, his powerful trident. Neptune is the modern planet. Sorry, my dog. Neptune is the modern planetary ruler of the spiritual water sign of Pisces. It is a generational planet. People around the same age share the same Neptune placement, making its transit to collective experience. Your imagination is the most powerful magical tool you possess. Use it to your dreams. Use it to make your dreams a reality. You're not going crazy. You're not crazy. You're connected. You're not crazy. You're connected. Now moving on to the sun. Your soul's purpose. So you're going from letting go of the old you, becoming the new you, embracing whatever synchronicities and signs and whatever you're having. You know, I think you're questioning what's going on, but now is the time that you could really make things happen for real for you. Utilize your imagination, magic, imagination, and illusion. Your soul's purpose. There are many layers in your astrological DNA, and understanding your sun sign is a good place to start. When this card appears, confidence, joy, and time in the spotlight is on its way. It's time to move into the truth of who you are and align with your soul's purpose. The sun rules over the royal fire sign of Leo, and just as Leo loves being the center of attention, the sun is at the center, and it's the life force of our solar system. In ancient occult and spiritual traditions across the globe, the sun was highly worshipped, with deities invoking its energy. In alchemy, your sun sign represents the spiritual gold and inner light. The bright star is a luminary and provides the energy that is needed to sustain life on Earth. Without the interplay between the nurturing Mother Moon reflecting the vibrant rays of Father Sun, there would be no life. It is the delicate dance between the divine feminine and masculine here on Earth. The sun is a personal planet, so depending on your unique birth chart, its traits are easily visible in your personality. Your life is changing. Your life is changing direction in a major way. It's time to embody your gold. I know that's right, y'all. Coagulation, soul ascension. So we went from, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. We went from ending the old you, becoming a new you, really embracing your imagination and your manifestations. Create a vision board. Do whatever. You are ascending, right? And you're whatever's happening to you, it's about to come to light. Like, it's about to be big. Now we're into soul ascension. Let's keep it moving here, y'all. Coagulation, soul ascension. After enduring a period of intense purges, transformation, inner growth, and spiritual work, which is transformation, inner growth, and spiritual work. Those were the first three cards that we just read. This is the phase of alchemy when you begin to truly embody your sun. Soul's gold and ancient alchemy. So right after, y'all, right after the sun card came soul ascension. This is like, what's the word I'm looking for? This is like concurrent. This is like in a row, specifically. The way these cards came out. The way God told me to line them up. Somebody is going through this. Somebody, and y'all, somebody is going through this and thank you, Spirit. Somebody's going through this and asking for confirmation, and this is the confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. After enduring a period of intense purges, transformation, inner growth, and spiritual work, this is the phase of alchemy when you can begin truly embody your sun, soul's gold, and ancient alchemy. When the coagulation card appears, you are empowered in your purpose and channeling the energy of your sun sign. The sun in astrology represents the life's purpose and alignment in your birth chart. New opportunities, life decisions, and changes in direction are manifesting for you at a faster rate. When you are in this phase, be mindful of perfectionist habits and gently release them. As there is no perfection, practice presence. Associated with gold and the sun, coagulation is when you are nearing the end of the magnum opus. This is the sixth phase of the alchemical magnum opus, which is a culmination of all the ascension and healing work you've done thus far. You've became a new you. You're manifesting. You realize that whatever you've manifested, whatever this is that you have created is your soul's purpose, and you are ascending in that. You have found and embodied your higher self, light, and true essence in this lifetime. I know that's right. Thank you. Thank you for that. The shadow work that you need to do for this is creating and maintaining a daily meditation practice is key when you reach this phase. This allows you to remain in the present moment and heal any lingering shadows that can disrupt your light. Your soul's gold is shining through. Allow it to emanate and shine for the world to see. I know that's right. I know that's right. What a message. What a message so far. And we haven't even gotten to the oracle yet. Thank you for this, Spirit. Thank you. Elevated status. That's where we're at. Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn. The last step on this. So we went to creating a new you, manifesting, walking in your purpose. You've ascended. Now you're going to elevated status. Now you're going to elevated status. I just said it's about to be big. Whatever this is about to be big. Some of you guys might be feeling like might be psychic. Some of y'all might be readers. Some of y'all might be doing something. I'm getting something like spiritually. In whatever way. Imposter syndrome is creeping in and you are doubting your accomplishments. What I say when I first got on here, somebody's doubting whatever's happening. The cosmos wants you to let go of insecurities and have faith in yourself. When this card shows up, the opportunity to level up and gain recognition is well on its way. Don't let fear self-sabotage what's to come. Break the glass ceiling and shift the structures that are holding you down. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign symbolized by the sea goat, which exudes leadership, status, structure, hierarchy, tradition, and power. Ruled by cosmic disciplinarian Saturn, Capricorn represents the patriarch and authority. Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn sparks rebellion against tradition and oppressive structures. Madam C.J. Walker, a natal Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn, broke down systemic barriers of oppression as the first Black multi-millionaire by building a hair product empire in the early 1900s, y'all. Y'all, whatever this is, whatever this divine idea that you have after letting go of these old This is huge. And it's the world is going to know about it. I'm getting like, it's going to be like people going to know about you for years to come. Black Moon Lilith in Capricorn paves a unique path upward. Every time you achieve or gain the status you desire, there's always someone or something there to overshadow you. As a result, you can build up fear around your own power. So, okay. The key is to step into the leadership role in your personal and professional life without apology, period. Your reality will shift once you release the limits on yourself, not the other way around. Don't let anybody else around you make you doubt yourself. Okay, maybe what you're starting, some other people are doing, and maybe they got, if you're online, maybe they got more followers or more subscribers. Focus on yourself, because what you got is something different. Okay. So dark divine feminine shadow work. It's time to release attachment around power and recognition. Instead, align with your soul's purpose. This will make you more magnetic versus repelling the opportunities that materialize for you. Okay. Yeah, you are focused on somebody else doing what you're doing, and you're focused on what they got going on, and don't worry about that. You're going to attract who you're supposed to attract. Is what I'm hearing. You are going to help God's most lost souls. Some of these people, if you think about, like, if we're talking about social media, some of these people that, if you're starting something on social media, some of these people that have a lot of followers and stuff, it's kind of like when you're in a group of people, right? Everybody's not, if you're real and if you're saying the real, you're not going to have a lot of friends. That person who has a lot of friends and stuff, usually there's something, they're playing all sides, right? So you can't really trust that person. I'm not saying I'm not saying that people with a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers and things like that are not real. I'm not saying that at all, because everybody starts from somewhere, but you don't know their path. You don't know what they have to do to get there. You don't know. And what they got going on, their followers, their subscribers is their collective. Those are the people that God wants them to. Those are the people that need to hear their messages. God is sending them to those people, but you will get your own. You will get your own followers. You will get your own community. But you have to be real with yourself. Don't try to switch your things up. Whatever God's putting on your heart, do that. And the people that need to hear it will come, right? The people that need the help, whatever this is, huh? Divine dark masculine shadow work. Control can be a toxic masculine trait. In fact, the best way to alchemize the shadow is to provide stability and security to those around you. Where have you not supported the feminine energy in your life? So some of y'all males, some of y'all dudes are going through Ascension too. And y'all are learning some things about yourself as well. That was a message for you. Control can be a toxic masculine trait. In fact, the best way to alchemize this shadow is to provide stability and security to those around you. Where have you not supported the feminine energy in your life? What or who has questioned your authority? It is time to challenge imposter syndrome. Y'all, this is starting off very strong. This is starting off very strong. And something's telling me to keep going with the oracle. Now, let's find out who this is. All right. Let's dig deeper. Let's dig a little deeper into this. I like to use these oracle cards just to kind of get an idea. So this is about someone who, collective, that's your message right there, definitely. You're ascending. You're questioning it. And the questions are coming out of doubt, out of confusion, like not understanding what's going on with you right now. This is powerful. Oh my gosh. This is so powerful. Let's get into this. I don't want to make this a super long video, so let's see if I can get through this. But I'm gonna be obedient, you know. I'm seeing live in your power. That's what I'm seeing right now. Wow. Wow. I'm hearing to keep going, Oracle, so that's what I'm gonna do. So we've got, so you're definitely ascending. You're at elevated status. What else? What else, Spirit? That's so weird. My dog, when the cards dropped, my dog was chewing on this one. Out of all the cards on the floor, this is the one she was chewing on, and that's the Phoenix, a death and a rebirth. That came up under, I'm going to put that under the Pluto, endings and regeneration. Then I've got separation, division and integration. Yo! Oh my gosh. Free yourself. Master manifester. All right. So, yeah, y'all are going through this ascension. Definitely, again, the Phoenix is showing the death and a rebirth. That means if you know anything about the story of the Phoenix, it's a very, very powerful bird that generally will completely destroy itself, put itself on fire completely, just to come back new, right? It destroys everything. And it comes up, it rises up out the ashes and becomes new. And then after that, so yeah, there's definitely was a death and a rebirth here with you. There was some separation. You may have, you know, as you began to get more spiritual, you did separate yourself. And when you did separate yourself from everyone, that's when you began to start to elevate. And when you began to elevate, you definitely, again, you're walking in your purpose, but you feel you're definitely, when you separated yourself, you were freeing yourself from all of that baggage from before, and you've become a master as you started to ascend. And during your ascension, you've become a master manifester. Like whatever. That's why you got to be careful about how you think. Be careful about the root of what you're coming from when you're asking God about things and things like that. You really got to be sorry y'all. You really got to be careful about how you think and what you're saying, because everything what you think is what you become, right? What you think and what you say, you're manifesting that. It could be negative, it could be positive. So I want to say that you are being more cognizant of that. You are making sure that whatever you are speaking life into, it is more positive. I think you understand that You understand that you don't want to go through any more dark phases. You're ready to, you know, you're a little scared because you were ready for it. You thought you was ready for it. Now it's like, dang, okay, this is real. Like, this is a real thing. This is really happening. I'm getting the signs. I'm connected. Like, it can be a little scary. God's saying though, that's okay. Like what I said, what he told me earlier was, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to question that, but come from a place of confirmation. So honor your emotions, right? Whatever you're feeling right now, that's good that you're recognizing that. That's good that you are questioning it. But when you question it, come from a place of confirmation, not a place of doubt. Some of y'all, when y'all become, you guys are already in elevated status, so you are going to have to create some type of boundaries here. People might think that you feel like you're above everybody else. People might, might think you're kind of looking over at them, just kind of like, because you have separated yourself, people might think that you feel like you're above everybody else, but really you're not even in that mindset. Really, you're really walking in your purpose, in your soul's purpose. So God is saying, honor those boundaries. Don't let anybody say anything to you. What was that was said? What or who has questioned your authority? It's time to challenge the imposter syndrome. Somebody is questioning, like somebody might be saying things like, oh, this person thinks they're because they did, I think these people know that you've been through some stuff. Excuse me, hold on. Card fell, and I'll go over that. But like I was saying, I think these people know that you've been through some stuff, and they feel like now you think that you're better than everyone because you have freed yourself. You're manifesting like crazy. You're however you feel, you're speaking it. If you feel disrespected, you're saying, I feel disrespected, and you need to check yourself. If you feel like, whatever feelings you're having, you're no longer timid in that regard, right? And maybe you are already honoring your boundaries, and people think that you think they're better than you. And then the card that fell out right after that was Jupiter, expansion, prosperity, and growth. These people think you're acting funny because you're growing. Expansion, prosperity, and growth. That came up under the death and the rebirth. And is. This has nothing to do with anyone else. This has to do with your soul's purpose, and you are walking in that, and you are aware of who you are, and I think you've gotten to a point to where, I think that's it from this. I think you've gotten to a point to where you're like, this is what it is. Like, you're putting up boundaries, and you are set in your path as far as this soul's purpose. This is a natural ascension, and you are high level. You are high status. You are elevated status. You ain't just like no regular. You know what I mean? You're different. Whoever you are. Collective. It's a collective here. Because this is happening to a lot of people. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm just speaking to one purpose. Wow. I don't think I'm just speaking to one purpose. I don't think I'm speaking to one person that is walking in their soul purpose. I'm speaking to multiple people, multiple purposes, whatever that is. Whatever your purpose is, you figured it out, and I'm not just speaking to one of you. I'm speaking to many of you. There's expansion, there's prosperity, and there's growth. Period. Honor your boundaries. Thank you for not falling. Right after expansion, prosperity, and growth, harvest came out. And under that row was the Neptune row, magic, imagination, and illusion. But right after expansion, prosperity, and growth, harvest came out. You're reaping your harvest of all this work you've done. Good job. Congratulations. A part of that harvest is joy. You're happy. That came under soul's purpose. That came under freeing yourself. And it came after harvest. You're happy. Now that you've freed yourself, now that you're walking in your purpose, you're happy. You're happy. Good job. I'm trying to keep up with the time, y'all, because what else? Thank you. So soul ascension. Some of you guys are psychics. Because under soul ascension came secrets revealed. You're able to, and that came on top of master manifester. Some of y'all, whatever this is, your soul's purpose as you're ascending in your ascension. Creativity. You're definitely, whatever this is, you're definitely not alone. There's a group of people who are doing what you're doing. And I'm getting that you will be connecting with those people soon. Very soon. Because you're ascending. And you're going to be amongst the ascended. You're going to be amongst, but you're going to be, you're going to be the one, definitely. Whatever you're doing, collective, you're the chosen one. You're the one that's going to actually be providing light to a lot of people. You're going to have a lot of followers, and you're going to make a lot of people better. You're going to make a lot of people are going to change for the better. You're going to help a lot of people level up. Some of y'all might be 39, or you're turning 39. That's going to be your ascension of that's when you're going to become the elevated status. I could be wrong, but something about the number 39, the number 12, the number 16, those numbers are standing out to me. Look them up. But definitely this is going to be good for you, for sure. There's definitely a complete level up. Expansion, under endings and regeneration, we got the mask card, but in the reverse, which means, yeah, you've changed. Your mask has come off. You're living in your truth. And with that, some of the things that you're saying, or some of the parts about you, now that you're living in your truth, may come off to some people as a little brazen, a little like, it is what it is. I am who I am. This is who I am. You're going to accept me, or you're not going to accept me. But this is who I am. You got a lot of good. You've got a lot of divine. Your soul's purpose is like, wow. You know, some people go through different things in different seasons. I'm hearing that this is your season going forward. Whoa. Meaning, now that you're walking in your soul's purpose, yeah, there will be growth and expansion and prosperity. But this is who you are. You've learned your lessons. This is who you are. This is who you are supposed to be. This is whatever you've grown into being. This is who you're supposed to be. The multi-seasons, meaning like, because in life there are different seasons, right? There are different lessons you learn. So I'm not saying that your growth and things are, you're not going to continue to ascend and expand. But as far as like going through seasons to try to figure out, because some people have to go through seasons and things and learn lessons to try to figure out what their soul purpose is supposed to be. You're there. So those seasons are completed. That's an ending. That was the major ending. Now you're where you're supposed to be. Now you're who you're supposed to be. And now you're going to learn different lessons. Liberation came out. That came out on top of the group that followed. Like, you're liberating people. You're being liberated. I'm hearing like you're gonna be one of the major. You're gonna take care of a lot of people. The Queen Mother Nanny is what came out. People are gonna come to you for help, for guidance, for all of that. People who need, people will come to you because they need you. They're feeling like, I'm getting a sense of like scarcity. So those who are in mindsets of scarcity, those who, these people, you're going to help these people and they're going to love you. And I'm hearing honor you. Whatever this is, they're going to love you and honor you. And they're not going to be like, it's not, and you're going to love the way that you're supposed to love, fearlessly. Like you've definitely come into who you're supposed to be. Wow. A couple more and then I'm gonna try to close it out. Under magic, imagination, and illusion, the dark divine mother of creation came out. Under endings and regeneration, Black Moon, Lilith, and Taurus came out. Just so y'all can understand. Just so I can confirm what God say. Don't doubt it, but confirm it. You're just very strong right now. It's like an inner strength. An inner strength is like undeniable right now. And God is saying to step into that. God is saying, God is saying, definitely use your imagination. It's so extreme to where the things that you wouldn't expect to happen in your wildest dreams. He's saying to believe those things, because there's something, that's a statement like, oh, that wouldn't happen in my wildest dreams. Like, I couldn't see that happening in my wildest dreams. Like, stop saying stuff like that, because those wildest dreams, those things that seem like they could never happen, God's saying it's coming in. Whoa. You're powerful, whoever you are. You're gifted. You are wise. This wisdom that has come in. You're a reader, or you're a psychic. You're meant to help people in ways that no one else could. It's big. You're helping people heal. You're helping people become strong. You're helping people adjust the crown on their heads, so to speak. Some people go through life and they don't really know who they are. They don't know how special they are. They don't know where they come from. They don't know who they come from. They don't know whose they are. They don't know what they're supposed to do. But collective, this is the collective to where y'all are meant to see this, because whatever you were doubting, whatever you were questioning about, I'm getting this morning, or maybe as you've been watching videos or seeing synchronicities, whatever you're supposed to do is supposed to help people. You're helping people, like, you're feeding people information that's helping them become. See, I don't want to come off as like, I'm being very careful, because something came across one of the messages that I did keep for myself this morning. But some of y'all may feel like you're coming off, or someone's making you feel like you're coming off like you're better than them, because you have this information that you can feed them. And maybe you're confident in the knowledge that you have, that you're giving to these individuals. And you're trying not to come off as like sunning them, right? You know what I mean? Like being like, because some of y'all might be younger than some of the people you're reaching. You know what I mean? It could be people in your everyday life. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm getting a feeling like you don't want to come off like you're a know-it-all, or come off like, but you are. The knowledge that you have, God is saying, yeah, and people are going to have a problem with it, and people may feel like it. But the information that you have is helpful for them. And if they want to reject it, they can reject it, but the knowledge that you're giving them can help them grow, can help them become their better selves, adjust their crown, so to speak. Can help them become whole again. Ooh. That's your soul's purpose. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You are worthy. Don't let nobody think that you're not worthy. This ascension, this thing, this elevated status that you're in, that's where you are. You are the queen bee. You are the king, whatever a statement is for if you're a male, like if you're a man, like, yeah. And it feels weird because I feel like you have been a person of more, like, you've been humble right amongst your life. Like, you've never wanted to come off that way. But you are meant to lead. Whoa. You are meant to lead these people. You're meant to lead whatever following that God brings your way. You're meant to lead them. And you have to allow your light to shine. Do not dim your light because people are making you feel like you are special. You are and is. You have to allow your light to shine because you are worthy. Bruh. Whatever this is sacred. You have sacred knowledge that's helping people get their lives together, basically. And it's going to help people. It's going to help people. It's going to feed them knowledge that help them grow into hold on. Yeah. This card fell, so I wanted to pick that up. You are elevated. You're just high, very high status. The mother, the father of this is like great, like you're reaching people to tell them, like, some people, these people don't believe, these people, the people, the help that you're giving is, again, helping people embrace their individuality, helping people embrace being themselves. Wow, you're like a motivational speaker, maybe. You're definitely motivating people to be better. You're helping people cleanse dark parts of themselves. Whatever it is, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your soul's purpose. Whatever it is you're doing. It might be a divine feminine that's going through an awakening. Yep. That's why I'm getting mother, like. You're speaking the truth. You're going through an awakening, and this is definitely this is changing lives. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's changing lives. It's bringing people to awakenings. It's I think you've already gone through an awakening. You're at the elevated status. So, wow, you're helping people transition into their awakening. As they're going through awakenings, you're guiding them. You're guiding them to live in their truth. You're communicating. Hold on, y'all. So, you're definitely you're different here. You're definitely meant to heal people. You're a healer. You are I'm hearing instructor, like you're instructing people on how to become better, how to, like motivational speakers, what I'm hearing. People are going to be drawn to you if they're not already drawn to you. You've got this magnetic pull on people. You probably always had that. You probably literally have always had that in your life. You've always kind of been balanced. Like people probably always say like, you were just in the most, and most people don't kind of know what you've been through, collective, right? So if they haven't told you this before, they're like amazed by the way that you can remain balanced and calm in hectic situations. And a part of that is what draws people to you, because they're so amazed and so intrigued at how you, in the most hectic and the most chaotic situations, how you can just be so balanced and so calm and so level-headed, as well as still, again, all of the stuff that you've been through, still have drive, still have passion, still have the want and the energy, so to speak, to continue to push to be better. You've definitely and you've definitely done the work. It's clear. You ended something, and when you separated yourself, baby, when you began to free yourself, something changed for you. Something changed for you, and you ascended into something that is so powerful. I'm getting that this is who you were always supposed to be. Congratulations. Some people, good for you. Some people never take the time and and don't have the willingness to do the work so that they can really step into their purpose. Some people are so content on just going through the cycles. One of the cards was seasons. Some people are so content with just going through seasons and going through the different seasons and not learning anything. You went through all those seasons. You went through all of those cycles, and you picked something up each time. You picked something up, you learned something each time. Sometimes they were hard lessons, because you haven't always been this way, right? You were lost before. But even in those times where you were lost, even in those times where, the decisions you made resulted into hard lessons, tough lessons, and it put you in environments to where you were having to really push yourself to remain unbreakable. Period. That's why you've been drawn to this channel, Unbreakable Souls. This is what this means. You are an unbreakable soul. That's why God brought you to this channel. That's why he told me to, if y'all go back to my earlier videos, I wasn't on camera. I just had something in me. God told me, like, you have to provide these messages. There is a collective that you need to be reaching right now. And he prepared me for this long before. It wasn't just like I had been doing work I had been doing inner work for years. And I had been learning lessons for years. And I believe when I got to when he felt like I was ready, he told me, okay, it's time to create a channel. It's time to create a channel. And I created the channel because you're the unbreakable soul. This channel is for you. This channel is your confirmation. You've been questioning, like, what am I? Because he knew you were going to go through all of this. He prepared you. He brought you to this channel because he knew one of these days, as you were ascending, as you were doing the work, as you were doing the shadow work, he He knew you would eventually figure out whatever it is you learned from rising up out of the ashes and destroying your old life and destroying your old person, become a new person. He knew eventually you would ascend and you would have questions, and he knew who you would be. He knew you would find your purpose. He knew you would question him. He knew you would doubt. He knew you would ask questions in the root of doubt. He knew you needed to hear this message right now, today. Whenever you hear it, you needed to hear this message right now, today. This is your confirmation. You are an unbreakable soul. That's why you're here. And people have been trying to figure out how the heck did nothing that they've been through break them? How are they so okay? How are they doing this? People that are not you, people are wondering, like, how did you do it? How did you become so unbreakable? How? And you know what you tell them? Because you became you've always been unbreakable. You've always had this in you. You're probably someone who, again, and I've said this in a lot of my videos, you're probably someone who has been through a lot in life. Everyone goes through different tragedies, different traumas. Everyone goes through different things, but you collective, you not only went through them, and I'm sure you know people in your family, people, your friends that have been through similar things, and they've either ended up on paths that they just weren't strong enough, right? They didn't have that in them to push. And maybe you try to feed them, because this could just be people you were close to or people in your life where you would just say things like, come on now, you got it, and come on, what are you doing? And people would just kind of like, and that was just you naturally doing it, not knowing that was your gift the whole time. Not knowing that speaking life into people was your gift the entire time. You're aligned. Celestial alignment came out. You speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. You speak life into people. You let them know that you speak worthiness into people. You let them know that they're worth something. They're worth more than what they think. You make people, you shine like this light on people when they're in the darkest spaces. You lead people to awakenings. I said some of y'all are healers. I said that. Rewind it if you don't remember. What does that say? Wounded healer. Some of y'all have been through some stuff. Y'all have been wounded before. Y'all have been through things. You're a wounded healer. That's why you're so powerful. That's why you can speak this light. That's why you've always done that. You tell these people, like, look, I've been through this. Or I ain't been through this, but I've been through this. And this, and you can make it out. You'll be all right. I've been homeless before. It's all right. I've been unemployed before. You'll be all right. God will make a way. Those are the things that you tell people. My family, you know, I don't have a lot of family. I don't make a lot of money, but God has always made a way for me. Your intuition is at an utmost. That was a part of your ascension. An increased intuition. You pull people out of grief. You just are the epitome of groundedness. You help ground people. You're a healer. Whatever it is you're doing, I don't know. I'm getting like motivational speaker. I'm getting maybe some type of psychic. But you've always been able to manifest things. Always. You've always been able to manifest things in your life. And if you think about it, just really sit and think about it. Maybe when you were a child, maybe you used to draw things. Or maybe you used to think about things and you used to really draw things. And I come from a very poor background. So we used to play this game as kids. Cars used to pass by. We'd be like, that's my car. That's my car. We didn't have a car. We took buses. My mom used to... we used to have to go to the grocery stores, push baskets home. We was the families taking the baskets from the parking lot, having to push it home. We just didn't have very much. And one of the things that I used to draw as a child was a 2-story brick house. 2-story brick house. Because we always lived in an apartment. And where I'm from, my family, we didn't really have big houses. My grandma had a house, you know what I mean? But everyone else I knew in my family had an apartment or a trailer, you know what I mean? Like a mobile home. My friends had houses, and I was always like, and now that I think about it, they were probably like just normal style, traditional homes. Now that I'm an adult and I've seen different homes, you know, but it was more than what I had. And there was always something. I'm going to tell y'all a story because I feel like somebody might need to hear this. See, when I was younger, my mother abandoned myself and my brother. She was on drugs, and she abandoned us. And a nice family from church took us in. And we went from living in a small 1-bedroom apartment to moving out to the suburbs in a what we felt was the biggest house we had ever seen. But before that, when I was going through and we were living in poverty and things like that, that's just a part of it. That was God taking us out of a situation that some people are not blessed enough to be pulled out of, right? But anyway, when I was younger, I used to draw a 2-story brick house, a long driveway. You know, I used to draw a tree in the front yard. You know, with leaves and just a big tree with all the leaves, sun shining on the top of the house. You know what I mean? If I could show you a picture of the house that I live in today, it's a 2-story brick home with a large tree in front. 2-story brick home with a large tree in front. A long 5-car driveway. 2-car garage. Deck in the back. You're a master manifester. You've been one since you were a child. And God would throw you people in there that kind of helped you, because things could have turned out differently for you, collective. Things could have turned out much differently for you. But for some reason, God knew that you were the chosen one. God knew that you were supposed to have this ascension. God knew that you were elevated status. Something told me that I had to create a channel to provide messages. Then eventually it transitioned into this. I didn't just do this. I didn't just say I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what? I see all these people doing these readings. I can do it, so I'm going to do it. No, that's not how I got here. I never even watched readings before God told me to create a channel. Something was drawing me to like spiritual guidance readings, and there's a gentleman, Spiritual Guidance 1111. If you haven't checked his channel out, check it out. He helped me awaken. And there's a couple other people, I can't think of their names now. But before I started the channel, I didn't even know that this was a thing. Like I didn't know that this was a thing. This was a community. I just knew that in my life, I would speak life into my nephews, into my nieces, because of what I've been through in life, because of the things that I survived in life. And I'm still surviving things today. But the strength that I have to get through it, and the knowledge that I have that it don't matter. Anything can come my way. Anybody can try to dismantle my ego, my spirit. Anybody can try to dismantle me and try to break me, and I am unbreakable. Now I'm providing messages to a collective. And so are you, collective. And if you aren't, you will be. Or if you aren't, you are being pushed to be. And if you aren't, you're a motivational speaker. You're a teacher. You're a healer. You're keeping people grounded. You're speaking life into people. You're speaking the truth. We are a community here. I'm not separating myself from this collective. I am a part of this collective. God told me that. These messages aren't just for... Now, everything doesn't resonate in every message for the collective. Just like when I do these readings, some things resonate with me. And some things I leave it there because, okay, that's not quite what's going on with me, but I know somebody's going through it. But these messages are for me as well. We are a collective. We are a community here. I'm not trying to separate. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I'm just providing what God is telling me to provide. This is my sole purpose. I'm supposed to do this. This is what he's telling me. And whatever sole purpose you have, it could be reader. It could be, again, however you're providing this knowledge and this healing and this light that you're speaking into people, you are elevated. Now, some of y'all might be so scared that you're self-sabotaging because this is all happening. And again, if you've been drawn to this channel, some of my messages they're resonating with you, but you don't want to admit that they're resonating with you. Right? So you're trying to fight against whatever God's trying to tell you so bad that you're self-sabotaging. But you got to forgive yourself. You got to move on. Because you got a purpose here. There's a purpose that you're supposed to be. You better be obedient. You're in need of a radical rebirth. Somebody. And if you don't need it, you've gone through it. Miracles came out. You've had miracles work. I just told you. I can tell you. One day maybe I might tell you guys. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear my full story. But maybe one day I might do story time with you and tell you a story about a young girl who've been through some stuff, who fought through that stuff and made it through that stuff, made it up out the ashes. Been talked about. People try to break my spirit so much throughout my life. Some people think I'm too confident now and try to break my spirit. Something in me is like, what? Do you know? Like, something in me tells me, like, I know who I am. None of y'all can tell me who I am. Like, you can try to call me names and judge me for my past and judge me how I came up and judge me for the decisions I made in those cycles. But in those cycles, yeah, I might have made some bad decisions, but I was learning the whole time. I wasn't just making the bad decisions. I don't do things just for my health. If you know anything about me, and some people watching me now may know me, may have met me before. And if you know anything about me, I don't do things just for play. If I make a mistake or if I make a decision, I learn from that. And the next time something like that comes around, because the last time I'm not, And that's how you are, collective. You've got cosmic power. I'm not separating myself from y'all, from the collective. We are a collective. This is everything. Don't be afraid to show. Don't be, just how I was just shared my little part of my story. Don't be afraid to show everything. Don't be afraid to be you. When I first started this channel, I was doing like recordings, like, and there weren't videos. Like, if you go all the way down to my very, very first message, it's a silly, like, it's not silly because it's a real message. You know, every message I was supposed to get out. But God told me, like, why are you hiding behind the camera? Why are you hiding? Get on camera. And then I got on camera. And I've never been the one to, like, want a whole bunch of attention. So when I first started my videos, I was stuttering, and I was like, and people would get on there, oh, you sound silly. And in one of my videos, I said, you know what? You can call me silly, but I'm being obedient. God told me to do this, so I'm going to keep doing it. And as I kept doing it, God led me into Oracle. He led me into, this is also just another part of the gifts that he's given me, but I've always been able to speak life into people. And before I spoke life into people, something was speaking life into me from the inside. That was God. That was my ancestors, because he knew I would be here. He knew it. I never even knew it. I never knew. I just knew that I was meant to make people, to tell people that there was more out there for them. Anybody who knows me will tell you that's the conversation. People, my nephews and nieces, oh, Auntie, I ain't gonna get my real name. Auntie she always, you know, I'm that auntie. You know what I mean? You know you could do this. You know you could do that. You know this is out here. You know this is out here. What are you doing to do this? I'm that auntie. I've always been that auntie. I've always been that sister. I've always been that friend. I've always been that daughter. I've always been that significant other. I've always been that mother. I'm a mother now. And I'm my daughter. Okay, Ma. I've always been that stranger. Somebody come up, I just happen to meet somebody and they say something, and I say something to them to speak life into them. I've always been that. Some people are gonna, some people are mad at you for doing that. Ooh, they're mad. But it's the evil people who are mad. Live out loud at the bottom of the deck. Period. I'm gonna get a, well, let me see. I'm about to start wrapping this up. Good reading. I'm gonna get something from the universe and then the ancestors just to kind of confirm. But before I do that, I'm gonna do this. I didn't even get into the oracle, or I'm sorry, the tarot today. Something told me, something told me to do it this way, and what a message! What a message! The people who are mad, things aren't going right in their world. That's why they're mad about you. They're mad that, you know, people are mad because they see that what you have and who you are is really divine. They see, based on who you are and what you've been through and what you have, they see that God's love is all around you. God is showing you that this love that he has for you is real. He loves everyone. But they're like, okay, I know God loves me. I know. They know that much. They know God loves them. They're like, dang. Things aren't right in my world. Things aren't right in my world. But God loves her. God loves him so much that it's like they know. These people are angry because they know that you're the chosen one, and they've always wanted to do that. They're like, shoot, I've been through some stuff. Why am I not the chosen one? I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. If you're across, we don't know. The collective don't know why they are who they are. We don't know why God chose us. But we were chosen. But you can't be mad at us for that. Sometimes, you know, God puts people in places to where some are supposed to teach and heal, and some are supposed to be receptive to the teaching and healing. Not everyone is meant to be put in those positions, but collective, unbreakable souls, chosen ones. So you're going to have people mad. You're going to have people mad because they want what you, and we talked about this yesterday. It was more like, not yesterday, well, yesterday, but I don't know when you guys are going to see this. So in my last video, if you check the date timestamp, look at the previous video, we talked about this. There's just people going to hate. You know what I mean? And people are really mad. They're angry because they feel like, shoot, I've been through the same, if not worse. My stuff ain't going right in my life. I've been through the same, if not worse. But this person is the chosen one. This is the chosen one. This person is the chosen one. This person has ascended. God chose this person. And God protected this person. He said, you are mine, collective. You are mine. And you are mine. And this was the plan that I had for you. And all of that stuff you've been through, nobody's going to be able to touch you. And you are going to have people that are mad. Some people are rejecting your guidance and rejecting what you, and those could be the people that you've had to walk away from because they've betrayed you. They've betrayed you. I saw that card come out somewhere. Look, I put the deck back, but betrayal came out. These people are mad, and that's why they've betrayed you in your life, collective, because they're so angry that you are who you are, and you do and speak this into people so strongly that it shifts people's lives. It moves people. People are so angry they choose to betray you, and that's just what haters do. You know what I mean? They're insecure. Haters, you know that. They're angry because they're insecure. But again, God, everybody can't be the chosen one. Everyone is not chosen. Some people are meant to receive from the chosen. Some people are meant to receive the messages from the chosen, and that's okay. You know. God says, you know, if you're a cross watcher and you're watching this and you're trying to figure out what people are chosen, and God says just wait your turn. Like, he got something for you too. It may not be what they got going on. It may not be who they are, because you can only be you. Only one person can be you. That's the problem. People so worried about being other people. Just be you. God says wait. Stop being insecure. Don't be mad about what the chosen got going on. Just wait on what's for you, because he got something for you. Heal. You gotta heal. And then maybe you'll go. If you don't heal, you're not going to regenerate. You're not going to have a rebirth. If you don't heal, you won't walk into your purpose. You won't ascend, and you won't know what status you're on. Now for collective, it's the collective that I'm speaking to. It's an elevated status. You inspire people. You inspire people, collective. And it's definitely, you inspire these insecure people. They won't admit it, because they want to be able to do what you do, but, you know, it's cool. I think this is about done, you know, because it's just, now it's going into these other haters, and I've talked about them long enough. Let's see what the universe has to say, and then the ancestors, and we'll close this out. What a great reading. What a great reading. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. I told myself I was going to bring a pen and jot down something, but I think I know what I'm going to title it now. Thank you. So this is talking to the collective. Some of you guys are in different stages of your path. Y'all might be just at the end, at the Pluto status, where you're just starting your ending and regeneration. Some of y'all might be at the Neptune status, where you're imagining things and trying to manifest. Some of y'all might finally know where your soul purpose is, or what your soul purpose is. Some of y'all are going through ascension right now, and some of y'all are learning that you are not only ascended, but you're at elevated status. Everyone's in different stages right now. I'm gonna take one more card, and I'm gonna tell you what the universe has to say. I'm gonna pull 5. Something's telling me that there's a card for each stage. There's a card for each stage. So I got a card for the the Pluto stage, which is endings and regeneration. I have a card for the Neptune stage, which is magic, imagination, and illusion, where you're manifesting. There's a card for the soul purpose. Give me a card for soul ascension. And then there's a card for elevated status. So, Pluto. So those of you, if you're at a stage where you're in the ending and regeneration stage, and whatever I said about, like, something about that is resonating with you, because we're all a collective and we're all at different stages. But some of you guys are at the beginning stages of this, which is why you're being drawn. This is why God brought you to, maybe this is some of the newcomers. This is why you were drawn to this video. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries and regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Endings and regeneration. Let it go. Release the old you. Let all of that go, so that you can move into the next phase. So this is for my collective that's in that next phase, the magic, imagination, and illusion. Those people who are feeling like, is this like, am I going crazy? Like, what is this? Like, they're going back and forth with what they're seeing, that, you know, whether if they're questioning their manifestations, right? So in your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. That's for you guys who are on that second stage of this journey to elevated status, because you are supposed to be at elevated status. The sun. The next stage is the sun, your soul's purpose. The universe has something for y'all that are in that stage. If it resonated with you, like, okay, I am just figuring out what my purpose is. I am being drawn to something. I am, you know, I did go through an ending. I am starting something new. I did give away old habits and drop those. And I do see my manifestations. I do see synchronicities and signs, and I do feel like I'm walking into what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I'm being led to something specific. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe that your heart deserved more. When you walk into your soul's purpose, you're going to come across someone or something that's going to it's really going to speak to your heart, and it's going to make you happy, and you're going to feel fulfilled. But if you are closed off, and if you are questioning what's happening to you at this stage, and you're closing it off, and you're like, shoot, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Like, feed into that. Whatever you're feeling when you run across, it could be this video that's speaking to your heart. Keep your heart open. Soul Ascension. Just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. So as you ascend, you're like, okay, I did these changes. I know manifestation is real. I've seen the signs and synchronicities. I've figured out what I'm supposed to be doing. But why is it at a stall? Why am I feeling stalled? Like, why is such and such not? I know what I'm doing right now is my soul's purpose. And maybe the results aren't really, like, maybe the the harvest isn't really coming in the way that you're wanting it to come in at the speed you're wanting it to come in. But God says everything is at divine timing. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. The final step is elevated status. You've gone through all of this. You've gone through all of this. You're walking in your purpose right now, and you're ascending. So that's where you're getting the downloads, and whatever your soul's purpose, it has been confirmed that this is your soul's purpose. This is what you're supposed to be doing, and you're ascending. But you feel like you don't know why things aren't happening the way that it is. So that was soul ascension. So these people who are in elevated status, sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. You got to be willing to honor your boundaries, right? Honor your emotions. If you feel like something is not right, if you feel like something is holding you back, if you feel like something, when you guys have ascended and you're in this is what I'm hearing. It's not like this is what God is telling me. Now that you've ascended and you're going into elevated status, there are boundaries, and there are emotions and things that you have to acknowledge. And you have to stand on those. You have to be fearless. You have to give up. It's time to level up. And in order to level up, you do have to let maybe, when you go through life, there's a lot of things that you encounter and a lot of people that you encounter, a lot of situations you put yourself in that may be hard to give up. But God's saying that in order for this final level up, this elevated status, there's still some stuff that I'm a part of it, that we are holding on to. Let's hear what the ancestors have to say, and then I'm gonna finish this out. I said it wasn't gonna be a long reading, and I feel like it's about 2 hours. Ancestors, give me one final message for the collective. One final message for the collective. One final message for the collective. Endings, regeneration, magic, imagination, and illusion, soul's purpose, soul ascension, and elevated status. One final message for the collective, please. One final message. I'm gonna choose the card that was closest to my heart. It fell out. It was closest to my heart. You know what that card was? The Holy One. Inspiration. Yo, I'm not making this stuff up. You feel me? I'm not making it up. Let's see what this means. The Holy One. I don't do things for play. Some other people might. Some other people might. But not me. The higher self has many expressions in visible, physical forms as well as non-physical forms, and comes to you in a particular manifestation depending on your upbringing, your culture, shared communal agreement, or the preferences you develop along your spiritual path. Among these possibilities, there exist in the collective human consciousness certain figures who stand out as spiritual or religious masters, ones who are the predominant figure typically shared and honored by a group. community, or larger population. Though known by many names, the generic term for any of these ancestors is Holy One, or even Holiest of Holies. The Holy One has often been embodied in various personas, having lived in the physical realm for a period of time before transitioning, or has not incarnated into a human body but has infiltrated and permeated human consciousness as a focal point for prayer and devotional practices. Regardless, the form that is most strongly embedded in your consciousness as a sacred expression of the formless one can be a powerful spiritual ally, one that does not have to be bound or circumscribed by any fundamentalist religious or belief system. Holy One is a generic term for the ancestor that offers you inspiration and consolation. Whether you refer to this Holy One as the higher self or carry a more defined image of them as a primary, whether you refer to the Holy One as the higher self or carry a more defined image of them as a primary guide, it is not one to necessarily worship as a singular God or source of all life, such as Creator, Great Spirit, or God. They are a more defined source of spiritual power, which can be funded for service to the larger whole, not just humans, but other beings in their physical form. When the Holy One appears to you in this way, it's a reminder to stay consistent with your spiritual practices, to make them a daily sacred ritual. You may have remnants of wounding by those who worshipped a particular Holy One, devotees who circumscribes their personal beliefs and practices such that they excluded other religious or spiritual paths. If this is true for you, it's time to heal those wounds. Otherwise, you sustain the ultimate wounding, the illusion that you are separate from God. Y'all, that's the message. And I provide it with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. No matter what stage you are, remain unbreakable because God has big things for you. Until next time. Bye.